Good to go. Hello, my name's Seb, and I've got a question for all of you, and I would like you to answer. Are you passionate?
Yes.
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 Okay. This is my inner party coordinator coming out. I want a little bit more from you. Are you passionate?
Hell yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Thank you very much. This is a slide. I've actually doctored an album cover here. At the end, I'll tell you which album cover it is, but in case you're bored of everything that I say, you can start Googling and try and work out what album this comes from. So the word passionate, I started noticing it in the software field maybe around 2009, 2008. Possibly it had been used before that, but it started cropping up in job descriptions, right? So these are DevOps engineers, Perl developers, iOS developers, and all of these adverts are looking for people that are passionate. And I have to admit that passion wasn't something that I had necessarily associated with the software industry. I had a feeling that maybe there was something going on around just trying to, up the ante. So there's this concept known as linguistic inflation, where words that used to be really rarely used because they were describing an edge condition or something really exceptional, suddenly become more and more normal. So for instance, the word awesome, right? Awesome used to be something you talked about when it was earth-shattering or a deity was involved. That was awesome. Now what we have is, well, that awesome just means it's quite good, doesn't it? Right? So maybe I thought passionate had been promoted like that, and I considered that for a while, and I think that's what's going on. I think passionate is being used now where people might have said interested in the past. So passion, really, I think there's more to passion. When I think about passion, these are a couple of pictures that came up when I did a Google search. I had to do a Google safe search, actually, because passionate brought out some of the wrong sorts of images if you just let Google do its stuff. But these sort of things I understand as being to do with passion. So then I did what everybody does when they're preparing a talk, is I went and did a search of the dictionaries online. There are a number of different definitions. Obviously, every dictionary has a different one. Here is a classic out of the Collins English, and it's got 3 meanings of passionate. The first one is about sexual feeling. The second one is about intense emotion. And the third one is about being roused to anger. And I thought, really? Passionate? Is that what we want from developers? Maybe the world is changing, language isn't static. It's changed over the millennia. Was I being a bore? Was I being a stick in the mud, trying to pull people back from using a word, the word passionate, which had changed meaning underneath the feet of Collins English Dictionary? Possibly. Then I had another thought. Well, let's have a look at a job advert. So this is one for a Java enterprise developer. Passionate's right in the top on the top line. There's a whole bundle of other requirements. And I thought to myself, well, let's imagine if we were advertising for a hospital consultant. Would we be looking for someone who's passionate about curing patients? If you were hiring a tax inspector, would you expect them to be passionate about collecting taxes? Is this really an appropriate word to be used in job descriptions? Possibly what we're trying to say is we want people that are enthusiastic, dedicated, keen. These are all words that I can get on board with. Passion, though? I think I'm more into dispassionate. So this is a wonderful definition: not influenced by strong emotion, and so able to be rational and impartial. That's what I want the people I work with to be like. I want them to be rational and impartial. I want them to think about what's going on and not react in an emotional way. Most workplaces, buses and banks and restaurants will say that they don't allow any threats or intimidation of their staff. And I would like to extend this to say that there should be no passion. Now, this is pretty extreme, but I really do believe that in a workplace, passion is something that can shut people up, frighten people, make it less likely for them to collaborate and cooperate. So I'd like you to consider this in your workplace. The album was the classic Neil Young, not so classic Neil Young, Are You Passionate? And he's a proper agilist as well, because he uses sticky notes on his album sleeves. Thank you.